I do want to get rid of Mini-Me right there, so hold on. But while I do that, though, why is Mini-Me, like... It's so annoying. How do you like, take off Mini-Me?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this so annoying? I don't want Mini-Me, damn it. Maybe if I can do this. And then just... crop all this junk out then. There we go. Alright, I guess that's one way to do it. And now Zawa looks like he's in the movie for a moment. Okay, there we go. Alright, we remove the black bars. Now I can make him bigger. Make myself a little bigger. he disapproves of me getting bigger. It's fine. How you look right there? Okay, that's fine. Alright, well, that was a bit of a fix for this recording, but anyway, we're back for 127. That is the episode number indeed. Thank you guys for tuning in once again for this episode of the Hypecast with myself, Sean, aka Hawk525, as always, hosting the podcasts, and Zawa here, being my cohort.
Yay.
As always. How you been, man? I know I've already popped that question off the stream or off the podcast, but how you been briefly before we crack open this episode?
Good night.
Yeah, good night. It's tired from work. I take it.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel you. I can't. Well, I mean, I can't say I've worked at a retail store, but I have worked at a restaurant, and those can be very stressful at times. I mean, I was just the bus boy, but even then, yeah.
Do you drive buses?
I wish. I think I'd rather be driving a bus than dealing with people in the restaurant, man. In a way, and then just like having to clean up the kitchen and like take the heat, you know what I mean, when the air conditioner's not working. Oh my god, the summer the summer times, man, it's always been the worst. And then you have the breakfast rush, you know, then in the afternoon, and then the lunch
rush.
Yeah, lunch rush. Those are wonderful. Yeah, those were the days. But thankfully, I don't have to do that anymore. Although, I mean, even if I tried to work at a restaurant, it might be a lot harder to get hired anyway. But anyway, that's that. But well, for me, I guess briefly, I've been doing pretty good for the most part. I was able to. This is some Pokemon card news, I guess. Although we have some Pokemon card related stuff, but I was able to get myself some Shining Fates. I had someone. Well, there was someone who randomly retweeted something towards my way. It was like one of those like tweets from like those like Twitter accounts where they show you like the deals and stuff like that, like, oh hey, if you buy this you can save money or whatever.
Yep.
One of them was for the ones I follow anyway, actually was Fat Kid Deals. That's the Twitter account.
I was like, huh.
Yeah, that's the name of it. Anyway, one of the people I know on Twitter, and also from a certain community, actually was kind enough to retweet that towards me. And there were these like collection boxes, right, that come with like, I think it was like 3 packs of Shining Fates each. So I got a good amount I got like 7 boxes of those, and hopefully they actually price match on the day they come out, because it literally said they're gonna do that on the day of. So because right now they were $21, even though they're supposed to be 15. each. So, but hopefully that'll go down to that original price, and we'll go from there. But that does mean that I do have actually something to open relating to Shining Fates, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be able to pull myself some shiny Pokemon. Woo! Hopefully I pull the shiny Charizard. That's like the big chase.
See, now that you said that, you ain't gonna get it.
I know. Yeah, right.
RNG.
Yeah, that's how it works, right? That's how the RNG works. You say what you want, you don't what you get what you want. That's how it totally works, even though it's RNG. But anyway, I do have still some other cards to open as well. Some boxes too. That's not relating to Shining Fates. But hopefully, I guess this coming Friday as we record, I will wake up early than usual to go to my card shop, and hopefully they'll have some trainer boxes for Shining Fates for me to get. I'll probably get like 3 of them.
And you're gonna go to a local McDonald's, punch a little kid, and grab his Pokemon cards.
Not on that day. No, I'm kidding. Probably tomorrow, as I record this, tomorrow I'll probably get my smog check done, and then I'll probably head to McDonald's to randomly grab some Happy Meals, hopefully.
Again, he's gonna punch a little kid to get those Happy Meals.
Yes. That's
you're too young for this.
You don't understand the value of these cards. You don't understand the value and the power of investing. And no, I'm kidding. All right, but yeah. Anyway, that's how it's been going for me. So, yeah. But I mean, there is definitely some news to talk about for this week, or from last week, I guess. But anyway, for this week's episode, we definitely do have stuff to talk about. So let's get to the controversial stuff, the juicy bit of things. In ironic news, CD Projekt Red got hacked over a few days ago. So there was this tweet directly from CD Projekt Red. They put out a statement, right? Actually, I'll read the whole statement here, and then I'll have Zawa read the lovely ransom note. He'll have the fun part. So this is a statement from CD Projekt Red, or CD Projekt in general, I guess. But anyway, it says, yesterday we discovered we have become a victim of a targeted cyber attack. And note that this is from a few days ago, that's not yesterday. But anyway, due to which some of our internal systems have been compromised. Unidentified actor gained unauthorized access to our internal network, collected certain data belonging to CD Projekt Capital Group, and left a ransom note, the content of which we released to the public. Although some devices in our network have been encrypted, our backups remained intact. We have already secured our IT infrastructure and begun restoring the data. We will not give in to the demands nor negotiate with the actor, being aware that this may eventually lead to the release of the compromised data. We are taking the necessary steps to mitigate the consequences of the release, or of such a release, in particular by approaching any parties that may be affected due to the breach. We are still investigating the incident. However, at this time, we can confirm that, to our best knowledge, the compromised systems did not contain any personal data of our players or users of our services. We have already approached the relevant authorities, including law enforcement and the president of the Personal Data Protection Office, as well as the IT forensic specialists, and we will closely cooperate with them in order to fully investigate this incident. So that is the gist of things. Zawa, can you read the lovely ransom note left by said actor?
Okay. At at space. Let's see.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry, this readme unlock notepad thing is lovely.
Yeah.
So, hello CD Projekt. A lot of exclamation marks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your have been. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna turn into my English professor. Okay. No, I'm just gonna read it. Your have been epically poemed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the first sentence that I don't want to read anymore. Like, okay, we dump full copies of your source codes from your Perforce server for Cyberpunk 2077, Witcher 3, Gwent, and the unreleased version of Witcher 3. 3 exclamation marks. We also have dumped. See, I'm already like correcting.
You're like adding words to.
We have also dumped all of your documents relating to accounting, administration, legal, HR, investor relations, and more.
Yeah.
1 exclamation mark. Wow, they're learning.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have encrypted all your servers, but we understand that you can most likely recover from backups. Period. Good. They know what a period is. If we will not come to an agreement, I fucking hate that sentence. Then your source codes will be sold or leaked online, and your documents will be sent to our contacts in gaming journalism. Your public image will go down the shitter even more, and people will see how your shitty company functions. Investors will lose trust in your company, and the stocks
Mm-hmm.
stock will dive even lower. You have 48 hours to contact us. I am surprised there's no emoji of a smiley face at the end.
Yeah, right. And let me clarify one of the sentences. It says, let me see. Oh yeah, so right after it said, your public image will go down the shitter even more, and people will see how shitty your company functions. That's exactly what is written on the thing.
See, I read it, but then I automatically
you auto corrected in your mind.
I was like, I am not reading this.
People will see you shitty your company functions.
Why does this sound like it was written by the guy from South Park?
Oh no, dude.
The shitty walk.
Oh yeah, shitty walk. Oh man. And people will see how shitty your company functions. Oh man, I can't get over that, dude. I can't get over that. Yeah.
I want to say this was like, I can understand, like, in the moment of, like, adrenaline and stuff, your brain is going everywhere, so you cannot type like correctly. But
yeah,
if you want to make a threat, please
proofread.
Look over. Yeah.
Proofread, please. So what do you think? Like, do you think this is legit though? Do you think this note was forged at all, or do you 100% believe this is all legit and they legitimately got hacked and all that stuff?
I cannot say, but I kind of just want CD Projekt to just take the necessary step to just be safe, because
Right.
This shouldn't be like sweep under the rug thing. This should be like taken seriously.
Of course.
If it was just like a joke or anything, at least they'll be covered. But if they find out who made this, it's like I kind of want them to spend the next 10 years going through,
Oh shit.
English courses, and then
Yeah.
they do their term in jail.
Yeah,
Cause holy shit,
it was kind of
really hard to read that.
It's hard to get through that ransom note, at least to some extent. Sorry, I'm like trying to fix my mic, but
No, it's okay.
but oh, come on, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. It's like, but again, like at least that Projekt Red is taking the next necessary steps
Yeah.
to just make sure their assets are secure, and then hopefully once they get like enough evidence and whatnot, the authorities, probably like what, the FBI or something,
Mm-hmm.
will crack down into it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand if if there are a number of people think this is fake and this is just a way for GD Project to try to see if they can like delay their process of like trying to make the game better and blah blah blah. But I think that's the last thing they want to do, because if this is all like a fake, they would be absolutely much more in the deeper end of the shitter, pretty much. Like it's just gonna make it worse. And I think they're not that stupid. I think at this point they're just really trying to make the game better and stuff like that. We've already sort of accepted that situation of, I mean, they've fucked up on the game, they released it too early or whatever the the whole takeaway from this whole thing was. I think for the most part, while I did initially thought it was forged, because the way this was brought together like on this notepad right here, right, and the English was like not the greatest, definitely. You know what I mean? First off, who uses Pwn, dude? You know what I mean? Like the language on it could be a little questionable, but I think for the most part, it's for the most part legitimate, and it's just unfortunate that they hit this sort of bump on the road right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I think, like you said, like hopefully they'll take the necessary steps to sort of get this resolved. This will definitely delay the game in one way or the other. The the updates and stuff like that, because they have to like focus on trying to find this guy, whoever did it, and how can they like recover their data or something like that, or recover the stuff that that got stolen or whatever. At this point, though, there has been reports that the information has been sold to like some sort of like digital black market or something like that. They were auctioning off this information, or the source codes, apparently for $7 million worth, I think. I'm not too sure how. Well, I mean, it's all alleged anyway, so we don't know if it's actually true. But it's around that price point. It's quite a bit of money, of course. It's very important information, one way or the other, from a big company that makes video games. And with this, if this is true, of course, with this they can definitely like try to make their own game, bootleg it and stuff like that, and do some weird things with it. Because I think they also got the source code for like their engine and stuff like that they use, but I don't know, I could be wrong. But I mean, there's also like there's the confirmation that Witcher 3 is gonna be on PlayStation 5 at some point. I think that was another thing about it with this incident. Let's see, and of course they said they've already said They're not gonna pay the ransom, right? Despite there's just like further confirmation, that they have not given to the demands of the actor, or perpetrator, I should say. So that means, the auction allegedly happened, and stuff.
Yeah.
As of right now, there hasn't been any. I don't think there has not been any further updates. So yeah, for right now, we don't know else. Um, but yeah, if there's anything else, we'll definitely keep up with that. But do you have any other comments before we move on?
Please take an English course, everyone. It helps.
Yes.
Or as Hawk said, please proofread. You do more damage to people who reads than actual stuff like
Yeah.
money.
Maybe it was meant purposefully bad, so that way they just get much more of a headache.
Yeah, those reading it will kind of like foam at the mouth and drop to the side.
Yeah, maybe they want to quit the company because they read that. They lost all hope for English. But yeah.
I mean, I know English is a hard language, but Jesus.
Yeah. We can definitely tell that English is definitely not the first language of the said perpetrator. So,
So you're saying this was made by Google Translate?
yeah, right. Man, if it was actually hacked by an actual AI type of thing, that'd be kind of creepy. Actually, that's like even more ironic because that's like what happens within the game, right? So, which is cyberpunk, and apparently though, I do want to bring this up. Apparently, this was not their first time that this happened. This also happened around 2017, I think. Same with CD Projekt Red. I don't know what was taken exactly at the time, but something like this did happen before, so this is not completely new, I think. So, like, damn.
Virginity.
Like, damn. Like, they definitely need to up their security now. There's digital security at this time. Yeah, they're definitely on that spotlight more than ever, and yeah, it sucks. If this is, of course, if this is all legitimate, but I mean, you never know. I mean, maybe they could be that stupid, and this could all be just a rouge,
or as they say, what's the word? Publicity stunt.
I guess so. Yeah, just to kind of like try to keep them distracted or something like that from their actual development time with the updates and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway. Fake news. Yeah, definitely. They're trying to make some fake news, right? I mean, I guess it's one way to put their name out there again, like for everyone's attention, but because bad publicity is publicity no matter what. So yeah. All right. I think we're done with that. We'll definitely keep an eye out if there's anything more development from that situation. Another controversial thing involving with a popular series with a big company. Kingdom Hearts series is coming to PC on March 30th. Unfortunately, it is exclusive to Epic Games. Yes, so yeah. Oh man, what it's like you had me at the first half, and then it's like the second half is like, oh.
It's like, oh dear, oh my.
I don't know if this trailer says anything, but I guess it'll be worth skimming through.
Why?
Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. So yeah, they'll like have these separate, so 1.5 and 2.5, excuse me, HD remix will be in one package. 2.8, the final chapter prologue, will be its own thing. Kingdom Hearts 3 is its own thing, and then Melody of Memory, that's the new one that's coming up, will be its own thing. Why? And then just to clarify, when you buy HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, that'll come with final mix of the first game, Rechain of Memories, 358 over 2 days with remastered cinematics, final mix of Kingdom Hearts 2, the final mix of Birth by Sleep, and Recoded, which is just the cinematic cutscenes, right? I think. Same with 358 over 2 days. That's a mouthful. So yeah, it's something people did not look forward to, right? And to sort of like put the cherry on top of that sort of unfortunate Sunday, I have this image here. So as I said before, those games are separate. Oh man, I have to fucking log into that shit. All right, hold on. Let me bring up the image. Sorry, I thought I can do that, but all right. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thanks, Discord. Anywho,
you're welcome.
Anywho, I'll find the image. Hold on. But it basically shows off the price points for each game. What? Come on, man. Bruh. Let me see. Bruh. I think I'm getting closer.
That's what he said.
Nope. You got me there, Zawa. Oh, there we go. All right, so let me somehow like drag and drop this whole thing. There we go. All right, so these games, as I said, they are going to be separate, right? Of course, they're bundled within those games, or yeah, within those titles. But with that said, each of those games divided into 4 games are going to be, for the most part, $60 each. Of course, 1.5 plus 2.5 is $50, but yeah. Each of them are going to be almost $60 each. Any comment, Zawa?
Just buy the bundle pack that's out already for last gen.
Yeah, so
I mean, yes, you playing it on your PC with your awesome graphics, but shit. Oh, hold on. Intermission.
All right.
And we're back.
Hooray, we're back. All right. Okay. Everything good?
What I was saying, Epic Store. Woo! Yay! You get to play your Kingdom Hearts game on your PC, but
Yes.
look how much money you gotta spend. Like 60 times what? 4?
Almost, yeah. Minus 10, but yeah. So basically $230.
Yep.
See,
you know how much $240 you could have used that for on gotcha games? Like Genshin Impact. Think. Do you want how many games? Like all of the games for $249, or do you want that one chance of getting the character for that banner?
why are you making that? But yeah, you did bring up a point before you had to do the intermission, but the PlayStation Store offers all those games for way cheaper. And also you can just buy those games physically for cheaper as well, like, and you can, like, not to mention fire it up on your PlayStation 5, I'm sure, and like the performance is like You know,
If you have a PS5.
if you have it, yeah, but still, you can definitely play on your PlayStation 4, no problem, and you can
Yep.
play it from there, wait for way cheaper, so you can even just like go through on the regular ass PlayStation 4, and it'll still run fine. Not very. I don't think it's that intensive of a game, right? So, especially the older ones too. And even in Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm sure there may be some hiccups here and there, right? But it shouldn't be that bad, right? So, yeah. So pretty unfortunate for those who do wanted to play on PC, because you have to deal with these things, and yeah.
I thought it was already on PC for like on Steam or something. Or am I
No,
wrong?
it's coming. It's. I don't think it's been on PC. It's now coming to PC, but it's only at Epic Store. 'Cause otherwise, no one would have been talking about it. But
I wonder if it was like a Square like talk.
mm-hmm.
Because if they went to Steam, how much of the what's it called? How much would Gabe get from having Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
on his
cause there's like that royalty thing, right? So you
yeah
got.
the royalty and also like it kind of like is a service that Steam will be hosting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like pretty much like how much is Gabe gonna get? Like what is the percentage?
Mm-hmm.
Who
Uh,
knows?
yeah, I think I think the Epic Stores thing is like a lot more lenient, more towards the developers and
Yeah,
stuff. That's
that's what I was
why.
thinking.
Mm-hmm. That's why they are uh they've been able to acquire a lot of the deals for certain games, right? So that's how it
Yeah,
happened with Kingdom Hearts, and as well as I think Borderlands was another one. Borderlands 3 was one.
yeah. I think Borderlands 3 was epic.
Mm-hmm. Was, yeah. So yeah, that's just a situation of things, but it sucks,
Mhm.
That's the
Always
just.
have to go to the avenue that where you spend less,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and so is life.
So is life, yeah. I think it'll even be on the Xbox Game Pass, right? I think it is.
I think so.
Mhm. So that's like, again, that's another way to play the Kingdom Hearts games, and you can even I think you can play on your PC from there too. So that could be a way to do it. Unless I'm wrong, I mean, whatever. But that's definitely a cheap way to do it. That's definitely true, because
Yep.
you're just paying $15 a month for it. You know. Um,
Okay. Anyways, hi.
anyway, all right. I think we're good on that. So, unless you had any other additional comments, but do you have any?
Just play it on the PS4, kids.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just play on there. Okay. All right. Let's move on to another bit of news that was concerning for a certain fan base. It was the Sonic fan base, where a lot of the voice actors and just some people were just leaving the Sonic the Hedgehog sort of circle, including the voice actors. Roger Craig Smith, and I think it was like Cindy Robertson or something like that. The voice actor for Amy Rose, left as well. And then the two writers of the sort of newer Sonic games are gone as well. Um, so there was some concern, right? If like the entire voice cast will change again. That's a sort of a reoccurring thing with the Sonic the Hedgehog sort of franchise over the years, except for Mike Pollock, who always played Dr. Eggman ever since the passing of I forget his full name, but it's like Dean something. It started with a D. His last name was started with a D, but
Mhm.
the previous voice actor, ever since his passing, Mike Pollock took his place for Dr. Eggman and has been Dr. Eggman for a very long time. In fact, he's been Dr. Eggman way longer than Roger Craig Smith has been Sonic the Hedgehog. So, which is something interesting that no one has ever brought up. But yeah, that's definitely true. He's always been around, even with the recasting. He's been Dr. Eggman, right? So they've been wondering if he's still Dr. Eggman at this point. And apparently, according to this tweet from the man himself, he is still Dr. Eggman. That's the that's the end of it. So he literally says you have yet not you've not yet learned or heard, excuse me, God, that CD Projekt Red English is like,
see, now you're trying to autocorrect something that doesn't need to be autocorrect.
Yeah, it's like it's scrambling my head. You've not yet heard the last of me as Dr. Eggman in Sonic the Hedgehog video games. Kindly prepare your ears accordingly. If you've guessed otherwise, surprise. You know, that was his tweet they put out regarding to the situation. But anyway, he definitely said also that on the last part of his sort of second tweet, it says it's a bit more complicated than choosing sides for kickball. You know, like metaphorically speaking, but it's definitely there's a lot to it than that. There's definitely some sort of like restructuring going on. Maybe they want to take Sonic to a different direction, right? So they have to naturally change the voice actor so that way they can kind of really reflect the change of that direction for Sonic. So maybe they'll like change up his personality, right? Because last time, like I said, he's like the Sonic the Hedgehog that was portrayed by Roger Craig Smith sounded a lot more like sarcastic. Maybe some say it would be deadpanning, right? Very, very different sort of Sonic the Hedgehog, where you usually, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog, like, typically it would be like, you know, yeah, it's cool, like, you know, that sort of Sonic, but this Sonic was just like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know, that's exactly like how it goes, you know.
So,
yeah, mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Pretty much. So very, very, yeah, very much like that Sonic. So maybe that's why they wanted to, you know, again, restructure Sonic, just try to see if they can like reboot him again and try to get more sales from their video games. Cause you know Sega has been a little rough on the waters, right? Other than an exception of like Yakuza games, those have been doing well, and some other franchises, etc., etc. They really want to make Sonic good again, I guess. So maybe that's why they want to, you know, revamp it once again. And you know, and they know that maybe Dr. Eggman, you know, doesn't really need any, you know, change in personality or whatever. He's, you know, Dr. Eggman is always going to be Dr. Eggman and fits no matter what kind of Sonic that he's dealing with. So that's why I guess they made the decision to keep Mike Pollock as Dr. Eggman once again. So I'm okay with that. I think that he has been doing real good as Dr. Eggman. I know he started from the 4Kids days from Sonic X. And, you know, as much as it does have that 4Kids sort of memorabilia, I guess, if that makes sense, I think it's good. I think it's a fitting take on Dr. Eggman, and I don't mind hearing that, you know, for longer. You know, we're going to hear more from him, so that's good. I'm definitely okay with that. Mm-hmm. Did you have any other comments about like Dr. Eggman or Mike Pollock? Do you recognize that voice actor at all?
I do, and I just have this to say: keep chasing that blue, that blue blur, sir.
Yeah, I think that's a very good comment to end on. So very good, very good. All right, so We hope the
I
best.
almost said blue armor.
You were about to say blue armor? Blue, like what? Blue.
I got myself. I was like, blue bomber.
Yeah, blue beetle. blue,
Where?
blue beetle. What?
Jaime? Is that you?
Yep. All right.
Pokemon trading card game. Skip.
So as I kind of said earlier about my news of Pokemon cards, there was an article put out by Pokemon TCG regarding to what's been happening around it, which is the issue of people just buying out these cards out the ass and try to resell them, scalping them and stuff like that. Overall, the demand has been higher than ever. I think we've said it before, but I think the sole proprietor of this situation is Logan Paul. Logan Paul bought a bunch of these old base set cards, right? The booster packs or booster boxes for like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. No kidding. And, because it reached to a massive audience, that in turn, unfortunately, made, the eyes of some people turn green. They all they saw was money, and so they're buying all these these packs and these boxes, these collection boxes, whatever booster packs. Just try to sell these single cards or just sell these boxes in general at a higher price, right? Scalping. So also because of the other YouTubers and stuff like that trying to do trying to monetize these Pokemon cards in different ways, which I'm not gonna go into for this time. But basically, yeah, there's a huge demand. Collectors, content creators, players alike, huge demand right now. So the Pokemon Company has acknowledged this, luckily, and they said that they're gonna be reprinting these high demand card sets out the butt. That's not in quotes, but hopefully out the butt. So
out the butt. You're right.
And they will be maximizing production of future expansions to battle availability issues. So that is the gist of things. I hope it of course includes Shining Fates. There's been some really small, very random bursts of stock alerts, right? Which is how I was able to get my boxes of Shining Fates, for example. But yeah, it's just very 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 unique situation, I guess, for Pokemon cards. It's just been higher in demand than ever. So I'm glad that Pokemon Company acknowledged it. They know what's going on, and they made that clear to us that we know that they know. So that's why yeah. So basically, yeah. They are going to try to up the demand, but it is difficult though because of the COVID situation. Shipping is very difficult to sort of meet these demands, but they said that they're going to do their best. So that's a little, at least to some extent, relieving. It's good to hear stuff like that, and I'm kind of glad that again they are aware of it. So. As someone who has been getting back into collecting cards again, that's good news to hear. Did you have any comments, Zawa?
Do you know how much money you guys could have been saving on car insurance? getting that one person from a banner in a gacha game by throwing thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Gacha games instead of actually playing a gacha game with real cards that's tangible.
Yeah. So yeah, good news for the most part.
But yeah, to me, you know what? It's your money, guys. At the end of the day, it's your money. If you want to go hunt down these ancient card packs that some are buying, or
the
newly card packs.
Mm-hmm.
God be with you.
Yeah.
I did my share of doing card pack opening or booster box opening, and it was for Magic. Never again.
Gotcha. All right.
Fucking $600 for only game.
All right.
What? I didn't say shit.
All right. A little more.
Eating popcorn.
A little more on the Pokemon news. The game side of things, like Sword and Shield, actually distributed a Pikachu that knows the move Sing, which is supposed to be kind of like a I guess a reminder or motif of some kind for this next bit of news, which is a collaboration with Pokemon and Post Malone. The Post Malone? Huh. You know? Yeah, pretty much. I think there was a trailer for that collaboration. Let me see. Yeah, right here, I think. It's like a 30-second thing. Oh, whoa, it like skipped.
It's crazy.
There you go.
That's a beautiful trailer.
I never would have guessed we would be here today. After 25 years. It's you, the fans, that make all this possible. It's been a wild journey so far. But now we're here. And it feels so good.
But why though?
I mean, it's the 25th anniversary for Pokemon coming up on.
I understand that, but
by Post Malone. Yeah, very random. So for those who don't know already, there is a virtual concert with Post Malone on February 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think I mean, I don't know, like if this will bring not only, you know, Post Malone, but like is there gonna be like news about like more games, or is it like a direct or something? Like, is it just literally a virtual concert and that's about it? Or are we gonna also get other things on that same day, because it is Pokemon Day, so maybe we'll get some sort of like Pokemon Direct,
Diamond and Pearl remake.
Diamond and Pearl reboot or remake. Ooh, I'd be down for that, dude. Oh, that was my favorite generation. Oh man, but yeah, it is a lot. It is for a lot of people anyway. I would be super down for that. I mean, we still are getting the the new Pokemon Snap game that's coming. Let's not forget about that. But yeah, Post Malone, man, he's made it this far. You know,
maybe he's gonna be the next trainer that we have to fight.
Oh yeah, right. That'd be kind of funny.
And it's all gonna be like Loudridge or something.
Yeah, Loudred. He's gonna have like a Jigglypuff, right, and like Exploud, Noivern. That'd be kind of cool.
And their IVs are gonna be top notch.
Yep. They're gonna be really fast. They're gonna be really, they're gonna hit hard. You know, he'd be like the ultimate Pokemon champion to fight against. That'd be pretty funny, actually.
And if you beat him, Nintendo will send you a code to download, you know, to put into the mystery gift, and then you get his entire team.
Just clicking on this website, though, there really isn't much to go off of. There are some Pokemon cards to promote the 25th anniversary thing, but I don't know if there's really much to it other than that. They just mentioned the singing Pikachu, Pokemon Go update, I guess, and then there's like more episodes on Pokemon TV, which is like that streaming service. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no like new direct news of like, oh yeah, we're gonna announce some Pokemon games or anything like that. But I'm sure there's gonna be something. It's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. They gotta have something about the games themselves.
Pokemon 2000 movie remake.
Oh man! Oh yeah, the 3D one on Netflix, dude. Like they did with the with Mewtwo. Oh my gosh. That would be funny.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, that's a no from me.
Yeah, pretty much. Alrighty. If you don't have any more comments, I think we can move on to something interesting, I guess you can say. So over the
interesting and still a little controversial because of the whole thing he said.
Right, yeah. So as we all know, PogChamp has been going through some changes because of the original star has said very controversial things, so he got kicked out of that. Unfortunately for him, of course, but over time there was the idea of just changing and rotating around different people to represent the emote PogChamp. Unfortunately, with the exception of Kenny or Unruly, there were other picks that were back-to-back, I guess, with controversial people. So they're just like, all right, we'll just stick with one PogChamp. And I don't know. I guess there was a voting thing going on, but I totally missed it. It's like, what the hell?
Yep, I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I think they said something about voting on it, but there was no poll on on Twitter or anything like that. Like, it was like very like out of nowhere. But yeah, the new PogChamp emote is Komodo hype, yeah. So it's the Komodo dragon thing that's making that face. That's the brand new PogChamp. So essentially, what is it? Gootecks is replaced by a lizard. He got replaced by a lizard, a reptile.
Great. Now the conspiracy theorist people are coming out now.
Right. The lizard men are taking over.
Yeah, the lizard men are taking over. It's like, great.
Pretty much.
You guys couldn't wait, couldn't you?
Yeah. How did you feel about the whole the idea of switching the PogChamp emote every 24 hours, right? Did you like the idea, or are you okay with just this one PogChamp emote, permanently? How do you feel?
I mean, personally, I like the idea that they were cycling because to me, it was kind of like a small, or in this case, a big promotion of whoever's face was it,
Yeah. I think you definitely nailed it on the head. It would have been a great way to promote the smaller streamers rather than just the big face. All right, we already know these guys. Great, but it would have been a nice idea to have the emote of the day, provide a link to that person's Twitch channel and let them have a chance to check them out, see hey, what they stream, what did they do, what they like. Hey, maybe I'll follow this person and tune in for one of his or her streams. That would have been kind of cool, but unfortunately, I guess back to back were some picks that were considered controversial, so maybe they want to avoid that altogether. So that's why they just went with this very neutral face, which is just a lizard. You can't be controversial with that unless you're that kind of person. But anyway, you really can't go off of this lizard face,
Watch me.
Says the 1%, but But anyway.
Watch me. I'll make something out of nothing.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Should have been lockers. Look at this one. That would have been kind of funny.
That tree.
Yeah. And then, of course, there are people who want the old one back. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna judge him for that. Like, I understand. Like, it's the original, right? It's the one that's like so iconic, right?
Yeah.
But we just have to like kind of move on from it. That's the sort of situation, and we just gotta accept it at this point. You know, he unfortunately has kind of gone off the deep end with his opinion and whatever venture he's currently in. Yeah, but I understand the feeling of like wanting to bring back that certain PogChamp, because again, it is the original one. But it would ultimately just feel weird to have like this face to remind people like where he's going with it, or he's going with, you know, with the current situation of times. So I don't know. Yeah, it was for the best. That's all I can say. And that's all I'm gonna say about the lizard emo. I mean, I'm not too hostile about it, or not too. I'm not opposed from the lizard emo, but you know, hey, I guess it's the best it can do with the given situation of things. So yeah. Anyway, if we don't have any more comments about that, we can definitely move on. This one's definitely a little more controversial. Terraria co-creator has come out and said about the Stadia version being canceled after losing access to the Google accounts somehow. So apparently he just got super locked out. He couldn't access to anything. He couldn't even like access to like the a lot of the important stuff. Let's just say, and so with that, I think they pretty much pulled out everything for this version of Terraria. Unfortunately, so that means yeah, Stadia has lost one more game for the system, and on top of that, let me just click on this one. Google Stadia shuts down internal studios, changing business focus, is the headline. So maybe this might be connected with the studio that made Terraria. Maybe they wanted to shut down you know, that part of the business altogether. So maybe that's why he lost access to it, because they're not gonna really focus on that anymore, because the Stadia did not succeed at all. No one's really playing it. It really did not take off at all, unfortunately. Yeah, I've had my comment about it. Just sucks, you know, but it's way too early for cloud gaming. I think it would be best to just put it on hold, or just go somewhere else. You know. Do you have any comment about it?
No, but my cat does.
Yeah, it looks like your cat is purring about cloud gaming.
Yeah, she said bad.
Bad, yeah.
It's all bad.
Cloud gaming bad, especially that delay, right? And the current infrastructure of our internets. It's not that great. Definitely not. Okay, definitely can move on from there. As you know, we've had some news of studios buying more studios and stuff like that. Borderlands 3 developer Gearbox has been purchased by Embracer Group. I believe Embracer Group, I think is a part of like something actually familiar. Let me just make sure I'm right. Yes, so it's so Embracer Group is a big, I guess, umbrella sort of company that also has acquired THQ Nordic, Koch Media / Deep Silver, Coffee Sting AB, Amplifier Game Investment, Saber Interactive, and much more. But yeah, THQ Nordic is definitely one of them I do recognize. So yep, Gearbox is one more studio a part of that. So they were purchased for $1.3 billion. Of course, Randy Pitchford has some sort of comment. I think he said along the lines of, the feeling at Gearbox is what we are just getting the feeling at Gearbox is that we are just getting started, and this transaction is not merely a stimulant for the talent of our employee-owned company, but a propellant for the exciting future we have planned. So, I guess it doesn't really change what they're doing. It's just, I guess it's just a bonus, I guess, for them. They get more money, or Randy Pitchford gets more money. I don't know if the rest of the people over there at Gearbox get even a chunk of it at all, but we'll see about that. That'll be for probably another story. But anywho, that's all we got for that one.
Yep.
And bootylicious news, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, they adjusted some of the cinematic shots for a certain character, particularly the butt of, what was her name? You remember this character's name?
She's evading me right now, but I'm sure the chat will understand. Or maybe it's in here. Look for it.
To Miranda? Miranda? It starts with the M, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Miranda. Yeah, all right.
You got it.
All right.
We solved the Sphinx Riddle.
Yeah. There was... I did take a look at this to, like, see... Yeah, see. So that there you go. There's the butt shot. There's one of the butt shots that the game had to offer.
Why can't it be Garrett's ass? Or Grunts. Or Rex.
Damn,
or
dude.
Legions.
Yeah.
Or Shepherds.
I mean, as someone who did play the Mass Effect games, do you have any comment about it?
I didn't mind it.
Right.
To be honest.
Yeah.
Because, this might sound stupid. I was kind of invested in the story.
Mm-hmm.
But not really. But kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to just get to the next. What? Get to the next, choose your dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make the most stupidest decision ever and probably get my team killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see. Well, they're taking out the ass in Mass Effect, so it'll just be M effect, or just effect. I think. Let me see. Yeah, so it says that from one of the developers, or something like that. It says, we can't necessarily change the animation, but you can raise up the camera slightly to reduce the problem. But I don't know. I don't know what exactly they did to reduce said ass shots, but I guess they just kind of raised up the camera a little bit. I don't know. I've not seen the final product, but I did definitely see the previous product, which was a lot of her booty shots.
Booty butt cheeks.
Yep. There was quite a bit of booty from what I was able to catch. There is a lot of booty to catch. A lot of booty to go around. But anyway, I don't know, man. Like, this is one of those things where it's like it was like kind of unnecessary, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, maybe there is a lot of booty shots that were obnoxious, but I don't know.
Fine, it's fine. Well, then I better see some dick jiggles or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Just gotta balance it out.
Take away without giving something else in return.
Yes. I don't know, man. I never played Mass Effect. I don't think I'll plan to play Mass Effect at least for a very long time, if ever. But it's just I don't know, something. Even if I did play it, like I don't think I would care that much either. Whether you have ass, whether you have ass or not, you can still play the game. I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
Yep. What do you have to say about the booty? No booty. Got it.
No booty. I don't know. That sounded like ass to me, dude. I think the cat wants the butt.
Do you want ass or booty? Where?
He kind of purred. I kind of heard that.
She's like, meh.
Man.
She said, booty.
Well,
sorry, our what you call it? Our mascot.
Mm-hmm.
She hungry.
She hungry indeed. All right, and more news that's kind of booty. E3 2021 is going digital this year due to, yes, of course, COVID-19 concerns. They will continue to factor in-person event planning, and the ESA has provided a statement regarding to the official reveal in the coming months.
Nice.
But for more or less, it's going to be online though for this year's E3. Yeah. I don't think there was like anything else interesting other than the headline itself. But do you? I mean, honestly, like, do you still care about E3 being around or not?
I kind of do, but from what we've seen for like the past years or so, it's like, yeah, no, just stop.
It's becoming apparent that like a lot of companies want to do their own thing, including Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft for the most part. They've already done their own thing. We've seen it happen, and I think that's like pretty exceptional for the most part. So that's why I think, in my opinion, we can live without it. We can live without E3 at this point. But we'll see. I mean, I do appreciate what E3 did in the past. Like, you know, it was like pretty much like a bundle of like all these companies and stuff like that. They were able to deliver all this news in like 1 week. So it was like very convenient. You know what I mean? You can get it all out of the way. You know, just get all the excitement and stuff like that. Just like, oh yeah, all these games back to back being announced. I do appreciate it, you know, and yeah. So in this case, it says that the company is looking to host a 3-day live stream event that will take place between June 15 through 17. There will be several 2-hour keynote sessions for gamers to enjoy, much like the Coliseum during the actual in-person event, in addition to a whole host of streams from developers, publishers, and popular content creators. We can confirm that we are transforming the E3 experience for 2021, and will soon share exact details on how we're bringing the global video game community together, said official spokesperson from the ESA. For Game Informer. We are having great conversations with publishers, developers, and companies across the board, and we do look forward to sharing details about their involvement soon. That is pretty much the gist of it. So, I mean, it's still around, I guess, so we can give it one more chance to see how it performs with these COVID times and see if they can pull it off, you know, bringing that some of that same sort of excitement again. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Christmas, quote unquote, for gamers. Just hear about these announcements. You know what I mean? It's always like pretty exciting in the way you can have these like moments, right? Just like 2019 with for example, like Keanu Reeves, for example, right? I think that was a cool moment. You know, way back in the day, you know, they revealed the Wii, you know, with Nintendo. But I think Nintendo definitely is not going to be one of them. I think they've been doing their direct for like years now, so they're pretty much like, yeah, we don't need you anymore. We can do our own thing, and they'll tune into our own stuff, you know. I can definitely see Sony doing that again because they've done it before. They've left E3 once before.
And they'll do it again.
They'll do it again. And again, yeah. I maybe Microsoft may come back, but I think they can also do it without them as well. They've done it. They've done it last year, so I don't see why not. But I can see that Microsoft out of the big three anyway to like be the more likely like company to try to get into E3 to I don't know. Do they reveal that way? But again, we'll see. Maybe I don't know. Maybe E3 at this point will just be like some big companies like Sega and stuff like that, and then like rest of them are like indie developers and stuff like that. So who knows? We'll see. They'll definitely share more information over time and stuff like that. So that is the gist of things. Alrighty, let's move on to the different section of the news now. We can talk about this interesting sort of section here, which is some art from official companies. So this is from Studio Ghibli on their Twitter account. And I forgot to follow them. All right, here we go. They released this artwork with Totoro and Sullivan and Mike from Monsters Inc. Look at that.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah. What do you think, Zawa? You like this fan art here?
Do I like?
How do you?
I'm just surprised that Mike's face isn't covered by something else.
I know, right? Like it's always like, oh man, that'd be so funny. He's always covered by something, like in like the magazine articles or like newspapers and such. Like, it's funny. But this time it's just a leaf on his head.
But I'm just more interested of who drew the Iron Giant.
Yeah. I did notice that before. You were making your comment, and it even has like the little bolt or screw bolt, whatever, right there.
The bolt.
Yeah.
I was like when I saw that, I was like, someone's cultured.
Yeah, dude.
Someone watched that very good movie.
Yeah, because like the rest of it.
You.
Yeah, the rest of it's like, oh, I think it's like Mr. Porco or something like that.
Yeah,
Pocorocco.
Yeah, the Monster Inc. monsters.
Yeah. More Pocorocco stuff. But yeah, this one Iron Giant right here, it's like sticks out like a sore thumb somehow. But like, I think that's like the next interesting thing in this art piece. It's just like, it looks like an art piece that's like stuck on the like a whiteboard, and someone took a picture of it because you can kind of like see like the person's shadow taking a picture, you know, like kind of.
That's not a shadow. That's a demon.
Yeah, it's a demon. Yeah.
But I like it. Like, as a whole, if they sold this at the Studio Ghibli Museum, I'm sure people will buy it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there are big collectors who just die for this stuff. Especially with Pixar and Ghibli stuff together. Like, I think it's cool.
It's just like how Totoro's face is also like, who are these guys?
Yeah, right. Especially the one-eyed freak. Anywho. That's cool. There's a stranger bit of fan art from an official company. So is it really fan art? Is it official art? I don't know. But this one's from KFC of all things. So this is actually from KFC Gaming, the Twitter account, and I guess to sort of like celebrate the love for oh my god, that gif right there is so funny. But celebrate the love for Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. They just had this artwork, like I don't know, like you know, it's like kind of like a reference to I love you, Colonel Sanders, the game, and then you have like this anime-esque Colonel Sanders right here blowing a kiss. Even though it says like, you know, it's supposed to like the sequel to the game. There's no really official sequel announcement for the game, so it's kind of weird. They did that, and not to mention the person drew the vampire lady, like, you know, in the same artwork. So it'd be like really weird. Like I first initially thought that this was gonna be a collaboration with KFC and Capcom of all things. Kind of makes sense because they really want to promote the game, right? And KFC, I guess, is like just one of those companies, I guess, right? That's like kind of, I guess, well connected with the gaming community. I don't know, but they've had their time on social media, you know, and it does generate some generate some sort of like, I guess, engagements. Yeah, there you go, engagements, and Capcom was attracted to that, I guess. You know, that could make sense, but in this case, it's just literally just random artwork from the company. And it says "I love you, Colonel Sanders 2," even though there's no "I love you, Colonel Sanders 2" announcement, which is really weird. Right now, there's only the first game, which is that weird visual novel parody of a game. I don't know, like it's just so weird that it even happened in the first place. Very silly from what I've heard. I don't know. What do you think, Zawa? This is very strange. That's all I can say.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Someone. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't need a 9-foot vampire lady making love with Colonel Sanders.
That's like the weirdest thing, dude. Oh my god. Maybe this. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
maybe there's a fetish, or you know, like an audience out there for that.
There's always an audience for everything, but yeah.
No, there is not.
Fast food mascots with video game characters. What's next? Ronald McDonald in like Mario or Bayonetta. And that's like how that's how they announce more news on Bayonetta 3, which is through McDonald's of all things. Yeah. Get out. You
get out. We're done. Wrap it up, people. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Very strange. That's the best word I can put it. Someone in the comments said, "Oh no," and then KFC replied with like a lot of question marks. You spelled yes wrong.
Oh no. I want out.
Yeah. Very random. Very random.
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I should have included this in the Pokemon news, but there was this random plush that I wanted to point out here, which is this ridiculous Gigantamax Meowth Poke Plush from Pokemon Center. Any comments, Zawa?
It's not Gengar, so you ain't gonna.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not a 5-foot Monchoke, so I ain't buying it.
Mm-hmm. But what if it was like so comfortable to hug and stuff? Like, would you put down some money for it?
Right here is my Gigantamax bunny. Meowth.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You do have your own little Meowth right there, pretty much.
Yeah.
And just to kind of put the nail on the coffin here, it is $300. So I don't know if you want.
I mean, that's less than that. The
Oh, you're right.
Mareep.
Yeah, the Mareep. You're right. It's $500. You're right.
And I can still remember those memes. Get a Mareep or PS5.
Or your yeah. There's my girlfriend with their $500 Mareep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh man, but I don't know. Like as a plush, I don't feel this would work as a very cute plush because like the eyes are just weird. Like it's just like yellow. Like it doesn't really translate well because like they're supposed to be like glowing yellow eyes, right? But they're just kind of like just plain yellow eyes to me. So this kind of like reminds me of like a weird Ultraman type of thing. Like because Ultraman has like yellow eyes, and when you make Ultraman into a plush, he does have yellow eyes too. But it actually kind of contrasts with his head. So that's why it kind of works. But with Meowth, this is just like weird. And then you have the red thing, which is supposed to be like the cloud around Meowth when he's Gigantamax. But it just, I don't know, it's just weird altogether. But otherwise, the shape is something you want to plush for, sure. But I don't know, man. The face has gotta, it needs some rework, man. The eyes, especially the eyes, is kind of semi creeping me out a little bit. I don't know. The long body I can get behind. The eyes is just like, I don't know. I can't get behind that.
It's like please stop.
Look into my eyes. the penis stare.
I see all.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, something that I can get behind is this trailer for Joe Higashi as we go into fighting game news.
Skip!
I mean, we don't need a skip because this is so fast. At least they're showing off combos though, so that's good. A lot more combos.
Yeah.
And the hold on. Oh yeah, there we go.
Shadow all Pikachus. At least we got voices.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely there's a lot more lively. So they're doing a lot better with these trailers now in this one, in this particular one anyway, at least. The whatchamacallit, the cutting and stuff like that is a little better. It's not as quick. Maybe there's some quick cuts here and there, but like you can see like the entire move, like the sweep, for example, the grab, the other grab, right? His taunt, the sliding. You get the idea of it, right? His special moves. I don't like that how that tiger knee was kind of just, yeah, like it's like all right, that's it, But they do show off some of the combos right here, for example. So yeah, and then the effects, it could have been a little better, but again, like the entire game of KOF isn't exactly being a looker as of right now. It's just kind of like being, I mean, it is an improvement over 14, sure, but in comparison to like the other fighting games that have come out over the years, it seems like they're catching up on things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you have any comments about this trailer? or Joe or
They keep using this beach stage.
You're right. They keep using the same exact stage. You are right. I actually did not even realize that or put the two together.
I mean, it looks nice, but
Yeah.
there gotta be more, right?
I guess it's fair because it's like, daytime, you can really see a lot of things, but you're right. I feel like they should like at least show off different stages with these different cuts, right? Or like when he's doing the different combos,
Yeah.
I think that would have been a good addition to the editing side of things. Because otherwise the format is very much the same. You have the introduction part, and then you have Joe Higashi, and then you have the normals being shown off. It's the same exact trailer, obviously just with Joe Higashi. I mean, it does its job, I guess, now, but they definitely could use a little more spice in their trailers to kind of make it a little more exciting. I mean, that's very important to try to grab as much people as you can during launch. I mean, even though they're saying shatter all expectations, like, I mean, you're not really like being spicy with this whole thing here, but
yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take on it. But it otherwise, the rest of the trailer is kind of cute. They had this little bit by the end of it with Joe laughing, and of course, there's more info to come. For next week. Or this coming week, I should say.
Or never.
Or yeah, hope not. But meanwhile, there was the Street Fighter Winter update. That's definitely what they did a really good job on, from Capcom. So here's like a little summary of it. They showed off an early build of Rose.
It's pronounced Rose.
Rose, yeah. Rose, she has, more or less some of the same moves back, but of course she had some different sort of revamps thrown in there as well for Rose. First off, did you see the presentation, or did you?
Yes, I did.
You did, okay. Did you have any early comments about Rose?
I'll scroll down.
Oh, sorry.
Right there. Oh, up.
The stage? Or the mocap?
Yeah, the mocap. Like, I really love that little segment of them using a mocap for her moves. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it makes me wish they did that for Sakura and stuff.
I mean, maybe they did, and they're just showing like now the behind the scenes.
True, maybe that is just like, hey, this is what we've been doing. It just so happens that with Rose, yeah,
Yeah, we get to show off a little bit more.
But yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean, I like how they show that bit of like the development cycle, the whole motion cap thing and how moves kind of come to life, sort of thing. Briefly, but no less, they showed it off. Did you have any comments about Rose herself?
She can now do projectiles in the air. Just took her a while to get to this point.
Yes. She has the Akuma fireballs, which is like, being able to throw fireballs in midair, diagonal, and you can even like change the direction. So it's like kind of like a one-up on Akuma. She has an anti-air grab. And her V skills involved with the tarot cards for skill 1 and skill 2 is literally a soul satellite. So you can bring out the soul satellites, although they are slow to bring out. When you knock them down, you can kind of like build them up and put them on like lockdown. Pretty much, you can lock them down under blocking and stuff like that. Not to mention they showed off the stage, which is actually looks really good in my opinion. Very nice scenery. What about you? Did you like the stage?
I like the stage. like, would you call it transition or as a whole? Because if you move like more to the right, it shows a different scenery. Then there's the middle, and then there's the left side.
I
Would
think
you call
it's
it a transition?
no. I mean, there's not. It's because it's all one part of one stage. So I think it's just one stage. So I don't really would call it a transition. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, there's like different parts of the stage. It brings variety to it. You know, a transition would be like what you've seen like Injustice 2 or like the Guilty Gear Strive stuff, for example. Like when you like crush someone through the wall and then they go through a different part of the stage. That's a stage transition. Same thing with the Dragon Ball Fighters, because you know when you knock someone out, they go through like a building or mountain or whatever, and then they literally go through a different part of the stage. So yeah, but yeah, you know, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, there's different lighting in different parts of the stage as you kind of go into one corner or the other, right? There's like very 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 luscious on the lighting on one part, and there's like a lot of like shading and stuff like that on the other. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Let's see. So yeah, Rose herself already looks pretty good. I think like there's a lot of like going on with her hair. For example, she's in her original outfit, granted, but already looks good. Like I think there was a nice comparison image that I wanted to bring up. I think I put it here, or it might be still in Discord. Hold on, let me bring it up from Discord.
That's quite a day.
Yeah. Discordo.
I don't know. Like I was hoping that bringing back Rose, she'll look a little bit older. You know?
Yes. Yeah. He does look more or less the same. Yeah.
Gotta remember, this is video games. No one ages.
No one cares about aging a whole lot. Like
except for Ryu.
Except for Ryu. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Dalsim too. Like he grew a gray beard.
Yeah, Dalsim too. I guess you can say Nash, Charlie.
I mean, he did. So I mean,
wow, spoilers.
he has zombie parts. Like, come on, dude. He's like Frankenstein. I thought I put it in here. Damn it. Oh well. There was a nice comparison image with Rose, showing between Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, and you can like definitely already tell like the hair and stuff like that. Let me see if I can just find it here, but there's like already noticeable changes though. That's all I can say. Let me see. There are a number of screenshots for Rose, but not quite the one I'm looking for. But I was hoping to see a different costume. Well, I guess this is a good one. I guess I was hoping for a different costume for Rose, besides just this robe right here, or this dress, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but like, yeah, it's the same from 4 and whatever her other alpha stuff like that. But you can kind of okay, so sorry, this is like a model from DeviantArt, but this is more or less the model for Street Fighter 4. Like you can kind of tell like her hair is like a little round at some parts and stuff like that, but here it's like whoa, like damn, you know, you kind of see all these like angles and stuff like that. So yeah. Very very interesting, I can definitely say. Very energetic. Yeah, but sorry, I was hoping for a different outfit, and if something like this was her original costume, that would be really cool. I like the trench coat thing going on, double-breasted trench coat thing, big ass belt, you know, shades. Like that would have been so sick. If that was her costume. But yeah, it really seems like, for Rose and Dan, they're really going with the original costumes this time around, which is weird.
Mhm.
You would think that, they do something different, like just like all the other Street Fighter characters, pretty much for the most part. Even Alex, because Alex looks a little different. Sakura is definitely different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ken is even different too, of course. Well, I mean, Ryu, that's the exception because he's like the mascot. He's like the poster boy. So, but, Rose could have been one of those characters with a different costume, and maybe it already would only like make her look better. I guess I don't know.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, so you see like some of her moves, right? They did a really good job like showing off what she has already.
Yep.
Got the slide still. Where's the anti? Yeah, there's the anti-air grab. As I mentioned previously, she had an anti-air grab, but she she jumped up and then threw you down, which was different. So I guess she doesn't have to like bring her body up, right? So you necessarily don't like whiff upward. I mean, that's why it makes more sense for Rose. She just used her scarf as a means to fight people instead, which makes sense. The tarot card thing is interesting because you do have to charge it up, but once you do, you can get to like make yourself stronger or make them weaker. So that's I think that's a very interesting, fun V skill in that sense.
I had Astro class from FF14 flashbacks.
Oh, damn, really?
These cards, and I was like, oh god. I was like, oh god.
That's actually pretty funny. And then, of
now
course,
I can see people going, draw! Debuffu!
pretty much.
Buffu! It's like, just stop.
Pretty much. And then her V trigger 1 is just her teleporting and stuff. Her V trigger 2 is Soul Illusion, which basically allows her to have an after image, so he'll add like an extra hit for each attack. Almost kind of like an alpha combo kind of thing going on from, alpha or the custom combos from CVS2. But let me see if I can bring up where's her other V skill? I did go get it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Soul Satellite. That's from 4. It could be from other games too, but that's definitely what I recognize it from. So you can see like it's really slow to bring up, but you have the ability to bring up 2. So you can either activate it from like far away or when you knock down your opponent.
Nah, it's just Ouroboros.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you can incorporate the teleporting or V skill 1 from like far away from the corner or something like that. Soul Spiral, yeah. I think it's one of her newer moves, I think.
Soul Fist!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, the Soul Illusion adds an extra hit.
Okay, in real life, you cannot do that kick.
Hey man, they showed you how they did the kick in mocap.
Yeah, they showed it but someone got,
Yeah, they grabbed her. Yeah, they like held her and she did the kick. Yeah, that was funny.
But if you're saying that you can do that in real life, make a video. You can do that and like just get back to a good posture afterwards. I'll wait.
So yeah, here's the mocap site. They even did the T posing and everything to get the thing going. That's her throwing the scarf, it looks like.
And I like how they'll use the mocap as reference and then they'll just tweak it.
Yeah, it's like a way of like similar to that of like rotoscoping, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mocapping just helps add like the weight of like these moves. I mean, it's entirely possible to animate stuff by yourself without mocapping, but it is definitely hard. And like you don't have like a point of reference. You can't add as much weight to it if you don't do it right. So that's why these things are like really helpful.
Which again, when she does that kick, is like you can understand it, but then when you analyze it, it's like
Where was that? Where was the kick? Hold on. Did they already do it? Maybe
But anyway.
Anyway, yeah. You get the point.
We can like analyze her movesets like with real physics and stuff.
Right. Oh yeah, and then there's this weird part with Steve Aoki or Aoki. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he says Aoki. But you know. Anyway. There was a collaboration with Steve Aoki with him remixing Ryu's theme that's coming up, I guess, and then I guess Denmark, which is like the studio that he's a part of, is like doing a clothing collaboration with Street Fighter, so they'll have some hoodies and stuff like that, which are
you better go to Uniqlo.
Yeah, they're pretty pricey though with these ones. Not gonna lie. I can't say I'm gonna buy it, but
liar you are.
I'd rather put that money into Pokemon cards, damn it.
No, you gotta put it into Genshin.
No, anyway.
You're like,
I didn't say no, but but anyway. Of course, one of the main attractions was Dan himself, Dan Hibiki. He does have a battle costume, besides his original costume, his usual pink gi. This one, he's like showing off his muscles, his body, but also like he's got a mask on, so he's kind of like
It's fake.
It's fake. You mean his body, or what if
his body's fake?
Yeah. What if this is real somehow? For some reason, his nose is like that long. He's got a red skin on his face. That'd be really weird. But I think it's like a weird sort of reference to what was that? KOF or not KOF?
Mr. Karate.
Yeah, Mr. Karate. But where's Mr. Karate from? Is he from Art of Fighting?
KOF.
Yeah, AOF. Yeah.
KOF.
Is it KOF or is it Art of? Okay, well, wait, KOF. Because KOF.
I know him from KOF.
Yeah,
he might be from somebody else.
Yeah, because KOF is like a plethora of like all the SNK like fighting games, like Fatal Fury and like some other stuff, so on and so forth. Anyway, nice little reference there, I guess. His stuff is like really crazy. So a lot of his taunts or his V scales and stuff like that involving with like canceling a lot of his moves. So that's why you can like do some mix-ups and whatever, pressuring and stuff, combos and such. He's gonna be a very aggressive iteration of Dan. So a lot of people are like really excited to see Dan, and they're definitely excited to check him out when he comes out, which is like pretty soon. Yeah, I do like the animation on his moves though. He does look good. He's got the taunts. So V skill 1 is the taunting, and the V skill 2 is kind of the same, except you can kind of do it between a lot more moves, and it's a lot more technical. And it's a 2-bar with the V skill 2 and stuff like that. And then V skill V trigger 1 is 1 gauge, and that activates the Howl Gadoken, which is like the big ass Hadouken looking thing, which could guard crush or bounce people off to the wall, like that. So you can essentially like do the Gadoken, and then wall bounce into like his Shoryuken into or Koryuken into his critical art. And I guess he has 2 critical arts. So one of them is the taunting, right? And then the other is his other actual like super move or whatever, which is the Budaiken or whatever it's called.
Yep.
And yeah, so yeah, V Trigger 2 while 2 bars, it enhances his special moves for the most part. And if you do like a certain direction or something like that, it'll like do like an extra hit or something like that. It's something weird, but anyway. Although yeah, I think this time around this is gonna be like the best Dan iteration there is for Street Fighter, or definitely the most aggressive Dan thus far. So maybe he might be better than Ryu in some ways.
Oh, that's kind of shooting for the moon, sir.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know, man. Like he's got all these cancels and stuff like that. But it all depends on how Ryu and the other characters will get buffed and stuff like that. Because there is that patch coming up too, and not to mention, there is the new mechanic that they showed off right at the end of Dan's portion, I guess. Here, I'll show it here. I do like that super though. It looks really cool.
It looks really cool, but it kind of sounds unfinished.
Oh yeah, there's still work to be done, but
yeah, like the ending sounds good. It's just the beginning part. It sounds like it's off at some parts.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just him being goofy. Like I don't know. That's just how Dan is, but. But importantly, we have Oshige right here, who's kind of infamous for popping off way too early, and he got his ass whooped and killed to gear in one of the Evil finals. Oh man, I was actually there for that. That was so funny. Oh my god.
It's like we don't speak of that moment.
Yeah, it's so funny though. He's like the gameplay director or whatever. That's so funny. But yeah, he presents the V shift, which is the new mechanic that's for Street Fighter 5, which allows you to essentially get out of combos, dash back, and also like hit them away. It's kind of like a V reversal except better. And when the opponent throws out an attack or button, it'll activate the slow mo. So it's very reminiscent of Which Time. Like that. So pretty much like when you're getting pressured, you can kind of like activate it, and you can like throw your attack that way. So that means it's pretty much it's definitely an additional to the defensive side of things, and also gives other characters that don't have like a good wake up to use this as a means to get off, have the opponent get off of them, relieve the pressure. Like characters like G, for example, he doesn't have a real way to like have a wake up. Same with Geef. I don't think Alex has a really good wake up either, other than his EX elbow, only because it has armor, one hit armor on it. And of course it consumes V gauge, so it's like it really like plays around with like, oh, should I use it? Should I really use this V gauge now, but lose the opportunity to use V trigger? And then yeah, it's invincible, so you can avoid throws and all these attacks and projectiles. And here's the thing too, like when you activate the V shift and the opponent is throwing out a string, it still cancels out, or it still allows the opponent to do their cancels, for example. So I think it's demonstrated with Guile versus Nash here. Hold on, just give me a second here. Right here. Oh, look at the one with Dalsim and Zangief. That's crazy. Yep. Yeah. So with Geef, he demonstrated that you can throw out like an additional attack right after the V shift. So it's called like a V shift break. So it's like a way to like just it's kind of like a get off me sort of move. So you kind of see that. It's a combo breaker essentially. And then here's here's the part with Nash and Guile. Yeah, see. So if you can slow it down here, he was able to still cancel his down medium punch into Sonic Boom. Because normally if you whiff it, you can't cancel it into anything because you whiffed. But if you hit someone with it, you can cancel into a special move. But here, because it's still considered a hit, you still are canceling into your, for example here, like your Sonic Boom. And then that still leaves you vulnerable to, for example, like a big CA, you know? Oh god, it's gonna sound weird. Okay, so after there's the break, I think right here, he goes for a jump in. Dink. Blocks. Pink. And then there's the shift. And see, yep, he immediately cancels the medium punch into Sonic Boom because that's what the nature of this defensive mechanic is. So even though they're not there per se, like it's kind of like an after image, almost like the after image is still like considered a hit, so it still continues the cancel of the medium punch in this example, and then here he was able to punish him with the CA or critical art. Yeah. So very interesting, very good in a sense because that means the opponent can't option select, so they can't like throw out an attack and then like, oh, I can like block or something like that. I forget the what the exact thing is for option selecting, but they can't do that because they're essentially continuing with their string. They're too busy with the string, so that's why that means your brain can't just like autopilot and keep doing these cancel stuff or strings, because you're gonna get punished otherwise with this V-shift mechanic coming up.
Yep.
So it's basically, yeah, it's a way to like punish people who just throw out strings way too much in a way. And there's a pizza cutter, right? And they kind of showed off briefly the balancing, right? So for example, Kage can now combo from his lights, unlike before, because his some of his attacks are faster. That's one example from Kage. And for Necali, right here, his V skill is different, but also his V trigger now runs out. It's a 2-bar, of course. That's also another change. And also because like, yeah, that I guess because like maybe his V trigger could cause a problem with Necali, where because he didn't have any bars to activate anymore, he can't use V shift. Maybe that's like maybe it could have been a price to pay. Like, you can't do V shifts, but you have Necalli's form, right? But I guess they just wanted to really have people use V shift as an emphasis. So that's why they just have Necalli's V trigger now temporary instead of permanent like before. So there's like, it's like a time-based gauge. You run out of it over time. And then adds V skill or V trigger or whatever, guard breaks now, so that way there's a reason to use it for like mix-ups and stuff like that, take throws. Zangief can combo from that now. Yeah. So there's a lot of changes coming, point being. And also, there's another thing that I wanted to bring up. So the first batch of changes are coming the 22nd, right? With Dan and the balance changes. Sorry, hold on. Let me... Ooh, put on...
Sorry.
Where's the... Oh, there you go. So, there's the poster or roadmap right here. For our...
Roadmap.
Yeah, for the pass. So, the regular pass allows you to have the five new characters, right? The fifth character is still unknown. But we still have Dan, Rose, Oro coming, and Akira, of course. Very exciting. You get colors for the characters. Now the bonus character we have coming, because it was weird because before this whole winter update stream showed up, they tweeted out like, oh, we will have the stream on the 11th of February, instead of like they like spell out the whole number 11. So it's kind of like a big hint of like, oh yeah, we're gonna have 11 instead of 12, because since Street Fighter 5 takes place before Street Fighter 3, Third Strike. Very confusing, I know, but yeah, anyway. So 11 is gonna make it in there. That's another character technically thrown in there into the roster. He's basically gonna be like Mogujin, or like a random select with the V triggers and V skills and all. I think it's all gonna be randomly selected. So you're gonna have tournaments with just 11s, right? Because it's just all random selections. That's pretty much what it is. It also comes with a PS4 theme and Steam PC wallpaper, so that's pretty cool. The premium pass, Zawa, can you tell us what the premium pass comes with?
The premium cast.
Premium cast, yeah.
Premium pass for $40 gets you 26 costumes, 2 stages, all 5 character colors, 3 to 10 story, 11 to 15 default story, and battle.
Yeah, battle
8
costumes.
titles. 5 fighter profile themes.
Palette themes.
Yeah, palette themes.
Yeah.
And $100,000 in fight money.
Yeah, and this is...
Do you hear Balrog?
Yes.
I think he's screaming. He's screaming for something.
Yes. A very certain something. But anyway, this is in addition to the regular pass. So the premium pass will only add to the regular pass as well. There's also the other character pass, which just comes with the 5 characters for $24.99, along with the battle costumes and just 6 titles. So it's like a cheaper option, but I think honestly I'm probably gonna go with the $40 pass, because like you get a lot more, along with the stages, the costumes, the fight money, of course, the other colors as well. Like, yeah, I think this is the way to go. Yeah. Hold on, my dog is barking, but hold on. Anyway, I'll be right back. Hold on. Intermission.
Intermission number whatever's.
Okay. All right.
He's back.
I'm back. All right, I'm back. So that is the gist of things for the winter update with the passes and stuff like that. There is one video I do want to show with 11. They kind of like showed it off right at the. They kind of showed it off right at the end, I think. So.
Arf.
Yeah, she's still barking. But anyway. So here's 11, how he works.
I'll take you downtown. Let me set.
Perfect for a war.
Now, let's begin. Want to see my kung fu? I'll show you.
This is the path of my destiny.
So what do you think?
Mokuja.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Just hearing them in that voice mod is kind of scary.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely got the creepy factor to it.
11.
I like the animation for 11 though. Like he still has like the little bounce that he does in his idle animation. He got the hands.
11.
But his eyes.
The eyes, yeah.
I'll take you downtown. Let me set.
Perfect for a war.
Now, let's begin. Want to see my kung fu?
Yeah, the voice. Yeah.
I'll show you.
This is the path of my destiny. Round 1.
No, it's not.
No, it is not. Anyway. So that's 11. 11 is also coming. He does not count for the 5th character slot, luckily. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. New mechanic. We got Dan. Rose was shown off. She'll be later. She'll be at a later date. There's still work to be. There's still work to be done for her, but she still looks pretty good already. There is some of the screenshots that someone was able to get, and there are some costumes in there that have involved with Minot. Cammy's older costume from Alpha. I think it's the Killer Bee costume. And here's Dan's costume, the battle costume, of course. And then you have the weird story costume for Dan as well. It's like this weird looking Dan Chan kind of weird head looking thing going on, because I think he really wants to like kind of copy Blanca with the Blanca Chan doll that he had, you know. Yeah, it looks like a fucking eggplant though. I'm gonna be honest, like a weird eggplant. Yeah, it's got the face and everything. But I do like the Killer Bee costume. Kind of nostalgic for Cammy.
But it looked like she lost her muscles. in the skin.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it might just be the lighting or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. There is something a little weird going on with her muscles a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's kind of noticeable, no less. It might be just a screenshot itself. I don't know. But importantly, to wrap up this fighting game portion of things, there is going to be an actual second part of the roundtable coming up for the Japan fighting game publishers. That will take place on the 20th of February from 9 o'clock p.m. on Pacific, which works for me. Featuring Daisuke Ishiwatari, Toshimichi Mori, Kira Katano, Katano will, or no, excuse me. Oh wow, this is weird. Yeah, it's a prototype or typo. Excuse me. Blah, my words. Akira Katano will be on hand to talk about the upcoming release of Guilty Gear Strive. So I guess this is more of a Guilty Gear centric or no, not Guilty Gear. Like Arxis centric roundtable. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, it is all gonna be aired through Arxis System Works. I guess that is, yeah. I guess that is going to be just Arxis system stuff. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So it's gonna be again airing February 20th, 9 p.m. PST. So yep. Are you gonna tune in for that one? Or are you gonna try? Or I guess that depends on work, huh?
Yeah, it all depends.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'll be like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's see what Twitter has in store.
Oh yeah, so there's a bit of a bonus here for fighting games. So if anyone knows a game called Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, which is a game that has like the light novel characters, including like Kirito and Asuna and like Infinite Stratos, I think, and like some other stuff too. Ignition Arcade Plus R, that's quite of a mouthful.
Yeah.
Will feature rollback netcode in a beta test for, I guess, for those who own the game. I guess I don't know if it's like just for Japan only, or is it like around the world. I don't know. I think it's only on PC. It looks like, just what I'm reading. I don't know. Like, I don't even know if this is like a official game or not, or maybe this is like someone who like modded the game or something like that. It could be like, you know, how Melee is with Slippy, you know. But yeah, because this is something like okay, I see. Okay, I see now. So yeah, this is
Do you see?
It's a fan mod. It's a fan mod. It's like Slippy. Yeah, it's a fan mod with like kind of like Slippy. So very interesting. Yeah, so it's like a fan put rollback netcode into this game. So very interesting. Yeah, that's like just as interesting as the official thing itself. You know, it just comes to show that, you know, rollback netcode is very important for fighting games, including at a time like this. So yeah. Alrighty. Let's go through this part of news now, which is Final Fantasy 14 news. I don't know if Zawa is aware of this entirely, but there was this one.
We're going to the fucking moon, kids.
Yeah, Endwalker. So what's that about? Do you have any details, or that's all you know?
Well, this is supposed to be the end of the saga for now, and then we'll have more, more expansions. But woo!
Yeah.
Am I gonna pay attention to the story? Probably. Am I more excited by the little seasoning that we're getting in this expansion?
Yeah.
It's okay.
So yeah, like you said, there's
more.
Yeah, there's new story content. There's a Sage.
A
new job.
Sage.
Increased level capping, and then new gear, recipes, and more. Okay.
Where is it? There it is. We get to finally fight her. One of my favorite Aeons.
Yeah, Anima is from. Is she from 10?
10, yeah.
Okay. She's from.
Well, this version that they're using is.
There's this version. Okay, so it's from 10. Okay, that's cool. I recognize this. I did really like Final Fantasy 10 with the Aeons, including Anima. Like Anima was like, oh man, she was like one of the optional Aeons, but if you can get her, like, damn.
And the story, the backstory for Anima is kind of sad.
Yeah.
If you remember, and if you viewers want to know about the Anima backstory, it's sad. Though I'm not gonna spoil. You just gotta watch the cutscene.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
read the dialogues, because it's like, oof.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a bunch of like new stuff coming for 14,
Including that.
including the upgrade for PS5.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
What?
to me, it's like, wow, finally, but
Mm-hmm.
I think people still only have their PS4, so
Yeah.
those who has their PS5, welcome to the big leagues, I guess.
Yeah. My dog is still barking. She wants to be fed.
Grab the puppy. Lightning fast load time. Bullshit.
Oh.
PC. I mean, I guess compared to like the PS4 and the PS5, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, of course. It's probably gonna be the same as a PC, or similar to PC. Excuse me.
Yeah, but at least with the PS5, because with their share recording, you do the video files are 60 frame per second,
Mm-hmm.
1080p. So if they don't have any capture cards,
Yeah.
PS5 pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the other thing with this upcoming update is the data center travel. So now I can actually play with my friends that's on the same data server, but in
Oh, I see.
or not or I meant I can jump to other data servers to play with friends if they already started at one place or another.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah. So, is there any more
It looks
stuff?
fun.
Yeah. Any more things?
Well, because it's well to me, because the theme is going to the moon.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping we can finally fight Gobez
Mm.
from FF4, because
see.
Gobez at the end you fight him on the moon. So it's like
Uh-huh.
Warrior of Darkness, Warrior of Light, Cecile. Hi, Cecile is a paladin and a Dark Knight. Just give it to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or else I will cry.
Alrighty. There's quite a bit of good stuff for 14.
Yeah, but I think they didn't say when it's gonna be released, but hopefully maybe by the end of this year.
Yeah, I think the PS5 beta thing is going to be the 13th. Okay, so that gives you an idea of when the ball starts rolling a bit. And it is free if you want to upgrade from the PlayStation 4, just to make it clear. It supports 4K, of course. So that's cool.
They lie.
All right. Let me just double check on the release date if there is anything. Oh yeah, so it's fall. It's fall 2021. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, now to some movie stuff. We previously checked out the English trailer for Godzilla versus Kong. But now here's the Japanese version.
Or as they call it, the international version.
The international version, yeah.
It's always the international version. That's always the better.
She's
Yeah.
the only one he'll communicate with. We need Kong. The world.
Look at these giant subtitles in Japanese. Right, yeah, pretty similar with the US trailer so far. But I think there are key differences in the trailer, though, which you'll see why.
Minus the whole Japanese text on
Of course, yes. The obvious ones, but
Shoryuken.
yeah. Oh, the rap song is still there. Okay, let me mute that part.
I was like,
Okay.
These aren't dangerous.
Oh yeah, so see, there's some like Japanese people in the thing that are being shown here.
Yep.
Oh, the slap!
Yeah.
The
What did the five fingers say to the slap? Charlie Murphy! Charlie
What?
Murphy!
Fire fingers, send in the face! Slap! Slap!
Charlie Murphy!
Fucking Godzilla just slaps the shit out of King Kong, dude. I like this.
It would have been more funny if it was a backhand slap.
Yeah, just like a backhand.
It's like, bitch, what you did to me? Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, and then there's that part. Yep, boosh.
I just find it funny right there how they had to put the Japanese text over their names.
Oh yeah. Yo, boof. Yeah, right here.
But I'm sorry, as far away, like if you're looking at it as a poster far away, you wouldn't be able to see those
Oh no.
characters.
Yeah, the low transparency sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what I wish it was like in the back of it. You know.
Yeah. Like the Japanese text in the back at least, or I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That would have been kind of cool.
Or off to the side. You know?
Off to the side, yeah, or it could have been like on the bottom or the top. That sort of.
Or right there, between on the bar with the verses.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yeah, like right there, it would
Yeah.
have been like nice.
Yeah, you're right. Is there anything
'Cause
after?
it's not like no.
Okay, no. Okay, sorry. But yeah.
But just looking at this logo reminds me of the Super Mario Brothers logo.
Oh god. Yeah.
It looks good.
Mm-hmm. Looks good though. You got the slap. Boosh. So I wonder if is this. I think this is right after the punch. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but if you look now, that whole slap. Because remember how it's like complaining? It's like this ship does not look like it's putting weight.
Yeah.
But now it looks like it was tilting. I was like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
physics.
Yeah.
You do exist, physics.
Mm-hmm. That kind of looks like John Malkovich when he was like younger, but I'm pretty sure it's a completely different actor. But dude, yeah, they showed off like Godzilla like with more atomic breath and stuff like that. I think there was a GIF. Yeah, I literally called it slap.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did Five Fingers send in a face? Slap. I love that whole skit with Charlie Murphy and Rick James.
Donkey Kong don't have shit on me.
Oh yeah. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Literally, this is literally what it was meant for. Imagine Godzilla saying, King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Yeah, he roars, and that's what it says in the translation.
The subtitles, yeah. But here's some screenshots of the newer parts. There is the slap right there. That's the aftermath of the slap. And then I don't know why they put that one in, but okay. Anyway, all right, looking a little more fair. We got Godzilla slapping the shit out of Kong, right? Just. So that was pretty funny.
Someone out there is going like, God, I wish that was me.
Oh man. Alrighty, that's I think that's it for the movie parts. Actually, we do have some other movie related stuff later on, but
we'll come to them.
Meanwhile, we have Crash 4 coming to the Switch. Ooh, why is a repeat there? Xbox Series X and S, of course, and then PS5 coming to March 12. So that's I think that's a bit it is a free upgrade. I forget. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is a free upgrade. Cool. All right. It's a free upgrade if you already own the game on the PS4, so that's awesome. Very nice. Ratchet and Clank has a release date now. And a new key visual, I guess. Well, let's see. There's a bit of a trailer right here. I don't know if it shows off newer parts. I think it does. Yeah, there's more of the gameplay stuff. We've seen that part before.
It's just giving fuel for the artists to draw more artwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, beautiful artwork. Beautiful artwork.
Yeah, of course, of course. So it's coming out June 11th of this year. Of course, exclusive for PlayStation 5. Physical and digital editions are available. Don't know if it has like a collector's edition.
I must say that I'm glad whoever designed the cover knows how to break the as a designer knows how to make use of your space.
Yeah.
Because anyone could have just put it like from top corner to the bottom corner, but I just like how it is off-centered. Designer mode going hard tonight.
Yeah, it's a good cover. I do like it.
Yeah. And the contrast between
orange and blue and orange. I do like that too.
Yeah, warm colors and the softer.
Yes.
Cool colors.
Yes. I do like the use of that. Pretty smart. If I guess there's a pre-order bonus, so if you order it now, you can get this like armor, which was from the older game, I guess, and then it's super detailed. But here, sorry, what?
Oh no, yeah, I was gonna say the armor is a callback to one of the games.
I see. Okay.
I forget which one it was.
Might have been the first one.
Is it Commando?
Oh, it is going Commando. Yeah.
I just shot that in the dark.
Yeah. It literally says it right here. Shot going Commando from 2003. Holy crap.
See, I remember.
Yeah. Yep. That's a lot of detail, dude. Holy crap. If that is from the game. The digital deluxe edition. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let me guess. That armor is gonna crash the game because of how much
detail it has.
Chrome it has.
Oh yeah, so the deluxe digital edition will come with the armor if you pre-order early. There's a pixelizer weapon. The 5 armor sets, photo mode sticker pack, 20 radium. Okay, and then that's like the currency, I guess. Oh boy, that's already a kind of a bad sign, but okay. Digital sound book and art book as well. Okay. So you do get a bit of a head start if you pre-order the game. Okay. Usual video game stuff, unfortunately, but Anyway. Alrighty. Well, that's it for Ratchet and Clank, but more on the mascot furry news. Now relating to Sonic the Hedgehog. We had an announcement with Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, being teased with the logo.
Movie, the game.
Yeah, right. Oh my, the movie, the game. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Yeah, that's from the. It's like a very. That's a reference from the soundtrack. That's cool. So they have like the Tails logo right there, along with Sonic's logo around. So obviously we'll see Tails for sure. I think that's pretty much it though. I think we may see just Sonic and Tails for the most part, and then we may see like Knuckles and I don't know, maybe Amy at the end or something like that as a teaser.
And then the boyfriend Shadow.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm sure Shadow will make it in there at some point. He's very popular amongst
Popular
characters.
with the kids.
Oh, well, more than just the kids, I guess. But anyway, oh well, the Among Us Twitter account was like, "Oh yeah, Sonic, yeah," with a bunch of exclamation marks. Xbox is pretty hyped for Sonic.
We've been seeing a lot of exclamation marks today in this podcast.
A lot of caps as well.
Yeah.
All caps. No.
So it's like, stop it.
Yeah. A lot of shouting today. Loud noises.
Hear me roar.
Yeah.
It's like, no, thank you.
And then the movie is coming out April 8th of next year. So definitely we're gonna have to wait a little bit, but it is coming no less. So I'm pretty excited. I did like how the first one came out for what it is. It's a good video game movie. Although yes, it's not much to say, but but no less, it's still fun. I do want to see the next one, just see where it's going. And yeah, so definitely look forward to it. This one may not be for anyone to look forward to. So there was rumors about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield making it into Spider-Man 3 for like that multiverse sort of vibe for Spider-Man. But unfortunately, it seems like Tom Holland came out and denied these rumors, unfortunately. So maybe this could be just... Let's go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm calling it as you were about to say, misleading, because
yeah.
In the past, Tom Holland did get in trouble for leaking out like shit that he was supposed to say in interviews and stuff. So it's like Tommy boy.
I remember that.
If you leak this shit out, you're gonna disappear.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna turn into dust. For reals.
Yeah. The snap. And then you're gonna get...
So don't say shit.
You're gonna get the slap. You're gonna get slapped by Godzilla. It's like, what's Godzilla doing here? It's a multiverse, shut up.
Well, just be happy that we had the money to borrow him.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much like Zawa said. This could be just like a distraction, or this could be misleading. Just a way to like kind of turn the attention away a bit, trying to just deny these rumors. The comments are pretty funny still. You can't do this to me. with Osborn.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe's fucking Norman Osborn.
But you can't do this to what? But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
Yep, pretty much all of us.
I love that line. I don't know why, but I love that line more than ever, dude. As I listen to it more and more. You can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
It's like so angry. It's like,
dude,
I'm sorry.
He was so angry, dude. He was so mad. All right, well, that's the gist of it.
Yep.
Spider-Man. You know how much I sacrifice?
It's like, no, please tell us.
yes, tell us, please. Alrighty. There is now a bit of news with a certain cartoon series. Here comes a live-action Powerpuff Girls series that will be on, guess what? The CW. Oh my god, no! That's like the last thing we want. On the CW, dude, so that means you know it's gonna be bad. You absolutely know it's gonna be bad. But anyway, yeah.
Shoot me.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But I think there's not really much to go off of. But it says that, okay, the writers and executive producers, Heather Rayner, anyway, and Diablo Cody? That's a name? Diablo Cody. Wow. Okay. Anyway, Ragnar worked on the recent Veronica Mars revival, iZombie, Sleeping Hollow, while Cody is busting right Juno and working on Jennifer's Body and Young Adult. Okay, all right. That doesn't sound like anything relating to the genre. All right, so it's probably gonna suck. I don't know. There's a pilot coming, I guess. It's probably not gonna happen. What do you think? Yeah, I need to wash that taste out of my mouth, so I'm sorry. All right. This could be a little better, but for those who are fans of Last of Us, but Ellie has been casted by the star from Game of Thrones. I think it's Bella Ramsey, who is known to play Lyanna Mormont. Oh, Mormont, excuse me.
Yeah.
Do you recognize this character?
Yes. I wanted her to kill everyone. She gave me life.
I see. Spoiler alert, anyone who does not want to be spoiled by Game of Thrones, does she die? I can still see you. Or I can still hear you, so it's not gonna work as well.
No, you just edit it out.
Okay.
I ain't saying shit.
Okay, alright, fine, alright. You can come back now.
I'm already back.
No, you're not. I don't see you.
I see you.
Where's your camera?
Right? You seriously can't see me?
No.
Oh.
What did you do?
Magic?
I heard a PlayStation turn on.
I didn't turn on no damn PlayStation.
What was that beep?
I don't know.
Let me see what's going on. Do you?
I broke.
Okay, there you go. All right. You're back. All right. Well, anyway, she is playing Ellie for Last of Us, the HBO series. And then, meanwhile, we actually had a casting for Joel, the other important half, being played by Pedro Pascal. Hey, I like this choice.
Mando himself.
The Mando himself is playing Joel for Last of Us. I like this choice. What do you think of this choice?
I like this choice. Where do you like this choice, Kitty? Oh, you're sleeping.
I definitely see the Joel in Pascal. I like his performances and stuff so far. He was in Narcos. I know he was, of course, Mandalorian. He was Max Lord for Wonder Woman, which was a very interesting choice, but yeah. But I do like him no less, and the casting for him as Joel, I think is great. I definitely would like to check it out, at least now for sure, just see how he does Joel. So very good on that one. All right, so moving along, there was an image for WandaVision from, I think it was from one of the tweets or something like that, but yeah, Kevin Feige is the source of this statement right here, which is the last 3 episodes of WandaVision will be an hour each, according to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. So, oh man, look forward to the juicy story bits, man. Oh man, what is gonna happen? Woo, woo, woo wee. All right. There's a random Halo tweet of a gift
Hello.
of this. I don't know why, but this is officially from Halo too. The Twitter account, I mean. Just Master Chief, and then takes off the helmet, and it's just like a cat head. Me don't understand.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a very appropriate comment. And
Make it stop.
meanwhile... Sorry, what would you say?
Make it stop.
Yeah.
Make it stop.
Meanwhile, there was I think it was another trailer not too long ago with Pacific Rim The Black. I think we talked about this very briefly in our previous episodes here on the Hypecast. But yeah, here's a bit of an update. It's definitely 3D CGI based anime, but it does have a release date. But let me see. Hold on. Oh gosh.
Hello. There goes my eardrums. Goodbye. I'm deaf now.
I think this is English, so I'm just gonna mute this one just to not only avoid the copyright stuff, but you know, it is English, so I think there is a Japanese dub on this one. Yeah, it does look interesting, especially with the Jaegers. But my expectations, I'm not gonna try to put them too high. Some shots look good. I like the monsters, the kaiju, and the Jaegers. The characters themselves, I mean, it's like a bit of a mix, but they're really trying to oh my god, I was super loud. I'm sorry. That was super loud. I'm sorry. They're really trying to emulate the 2D thing though, so I don't like that. I feel like I should.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I'm blind.
I think this is coming out in March, I want to say. I forget the release date for it. Hold on. It should be...
Wait for it.
Oh, yes, March 4. So it's pretty... Yeah, a couple weeks now. Couple weeks
How
from now.
many movies and shit are coming out on March 4th? We have this, then we have Godzilla at the end of March.
Justice League. Snyder Cut.
Justice League.
Anyway, meanwhile, anime news. We have this coming. So previously it was said that they weren't gonna work on any more Kimetsu no Yaiba stuff, but they were just like, hey, it was super popular, the movie did great, the manga you know, ended and but it's still like, you know, garnished a lot of like popularity and stuff, so it's only natural they're gonna like continue it. So still the same studio, Ufotable is still working at it, and it premieres this year, so that's pretty cool for the Kimetsu fans. Have you seen Kimetsu at all?
Yes, and I did not watch the movie yet, so
Okay.
I did read the manga, so I kind of know what the movie is, but I
Yeah.
kind of want to see it in action flow, you know.
Yeah, I've read some of the manga stuff. I do know what happens and stuff like that. And you know, it's neat. I do want to see it animated, so yeah. So at some point, I do like to check it out. Maybe once Attack on Titan is over, because that one's like ending kind of soonish. But because, well, especially with the manga anyway. The manga, I've been reading and keeping up with that, and oh god, it's gonna be quite the roller coaster in the anime department. Because oh boy, yeah,
Yep.
I want to see that. Yeah, going crazy, man, going crazy. But yes, season 2 is coming, no less.
Yep.
All animated by Ufotable. So yep, you definitely look forward to more of the cool shots of Tanjiro with the water blade and stuff like that. Pretty cool. But yeah, it's Kimetsu season 2 coming. All right, and then there's a bit of a roundup here, random roundup, from Kotaku. There was some PS5 controllers are drifting, unfortunately, so it's kind of like taking up on the same set of pedestal for Nintendo's Joy-Cons, unfortunately. Uh-oh. So hopefully, I don't know, they come out with like replacements and stuff like that. That would be really promising.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. How's your wait, have you touched your PS5 in a bit or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apex.
Yeah, Apex. Okay. Is the controller
Apoxy.
fine?
Yeah, my controller's good.
Okay.
I am the lucky one while hitting fucking wood.
Yeah. Let me see. This one talks about Bloodborne at 60 frames per second. I don't know where the exact link is, but anyway. Twitch leaks new Street Fighter 5 character? Ooh, hold up. Oh, never mind. It's just 12 or 11. Boo! All right, anyway.
A weapon.
A weapon? Yeah.
A weapon.
A weapon. Oh, what is it? Oh, there. Okay, so it's like a mod, 60 frames per second hack. Okay. Oh yeah, with the PS5 controllers, yeah, opening them up is like a bitch from what I've heard. Unfortunately, so you can't really like clean out the controller or anything like that. So, hopefully, yeah, that gets resolved. Oh shit. Keep closing it by accident. Let me see. Oh, so I didn't even know about this. So Jamie Lee Curtis is joining the Borderlands movie. Oh wow, as Tannis, I think. Okay, I can kind of see it. I see the resemblance. Okay. And then Kevin Hart, yeah, I think we talked about it with him being Roland, which I don't really agree with.
Should have been Claptrap.
I think Claptrap is actually going to be played by Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I
all
can
right.
see, but-
I can see that one.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we got so far for the Borderlands movie casting anyway. Yeah. And yeah, there's like a lot of stuff that we talked about. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Unless you have anything else to bring up.
Nope.
All right. It was quite the episode. There was a lot to talk about, but we got through it no less for this week. So I think that's it for from us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this Hypecast. We'll be back for more to talk about, hopefully. Maybe my experiences with Shining Fates. I don't know. But
You stop that, sir. You could have thrown that into FGO or
oh god,
or Genshin.
definitely not FGO. That's for sure. Alrighty.
FGO is good. The drop rates are fine.
Oh, fine, you say. Oh man. You fine, you say.
It's like you okay there? You look like you're about to get a stroke.
Yeah. Alrighty. We'll let you guys go. Thank you so much. And we will see you guys next week. Alright. Bye-bye.
Yay!
Like and subscribe.
I will slap you.